We take you to the other story that we're closely monitoring. That is the imminent arrest or alleged imminent arrest of General Sibiya, something that, of course, SABC's Brigadier Glenda Mate has since poured cold water on, saying that as far as they know, nobody has been arrested, nor is there an imminent arrest. Investigations continue. Well, senior reporter Criselda Lewis is at the home of General Sibiya and joins us now to give us the very latest. Criselda, what do we know at this point about the alleged arrest and what SABC has then stated?
Well, until we know very little about what is expected to take place here at Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya's house. What we can tell you is that a little bit earlier on today, he arrived here at his home with his lawyers, and this was after we understand he had met with his lawyers.
And this was after we understand he had met with his lawyers in Johannesburg. There is so much speculation at this particular stage about what is expected to happen. Is there an imminent arrest that is expected? Indeed, you have indicated the South African Police Service has said they're not aware of any arrest that is taking place. So there's a lot of speculation at this stage about whether this would be related at all to the defeating the ends of justice, a case that had been opened against General Shadrack Sibiya, against Lieutenant well, I beg your pardon. In actual fact, what I do understand, I'm going to take these out at this point. What we do understand at this particular point is that possibly, and this is actually speculation at this particular point, is that this might possibly be linked to the case that had been opened against Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya by the KZN provincial boss, that was General Mkhwanazi, who of course for the past 2 days had been at the ad hoc committee briefing them on the allegations that it had already spoken about, but of course adding more meat to those allegations. In terms of, you would recall, when he made those allegations, this is the KZN provincial police boss, he had indicated, even insinuating that Shadrack Sibiya was a criminal. You recall SABC News speaking to Shadrack Sibiya, him pouring cold water on some of the sentiments that Mkhwanazi had shared about him. Very little. This gate remains closed right here behind me. There is absolutely no presence of a police vehicle, at least a marked police vehicle. But what we do know is that there might be the NIU and the task force that is inside. That is just mere speculation at this particular stage. We are not sure what is taking place inside. We know that there are some family members of Sibiya that also arrived here a bit earlier on today. But of course, Mfundo, as you indicated, SABC is telling us that they're not aware of any imminent arrest of anyone, including Shadrack Sibiya. There had been earlier reports suggesting that there would be an arrest that will take place. We're not sure exactly what is taking place inside at this particular stage. And I think, many at this particular stage, are suggesting or even asking questions about whether this is just a search and seizure operation. So perhaps we'll be able to hear from his lawyers a little bit later on, who are inside with Shadrack Sibiya, about exactly what is taking place here. But it doesn't seem to be business as usual behind this gate. Perhaps we'll be able to get a sense once his lawyers are able to come and speak to us. But we cannot confirm anything at this stage relating to an arrest that has taken place, whether there's been a search and seizure warrant that has been brought here. We certainly cannot confirm that for you at this stage. But you must recall, of course, after the allegations had been made by Mkhwanazi, Shadrack Sibiya, of course, had been told to stay at home by Afani Masimula, who is the National Police Commissioner. And he went to court to go and challenge that. And since then, a number of allegations have been made and questions being asked about what was the role of senior police officers in this alleged capture of the criminal justice system that Mkhwanazi has widely spoken about, speaking about it at the Madlanga Commission and also at the ad hoc committee, about how operations within the South African Police Service had been compromised, and this by senior officials, him pinpointing at the center of this, and this is Mkhwanazi pointing at the center of all of this, placing it at the police minister, who's also now at home, of course, Senzo Mchunu, talking about links between Mchunu and the alleged criminal bosses. Names of Kat Matlala, of course, have come up, and a number of others as well. So with regard to what is expected to take place here at this stage, certainly we do not have any further information pertaining to that. The South African Police Service indicating that there's no arrest that they're aware of that's taking place at this time of anyone, including General Sibiya. What we can confirm, however, though, he is inside with his lawyers. Perhaps at a later stage we'll be able to get a sense of exactly what is taking place, what the police were here to do, what exactly did they bring, what questions perhaps were also posed to him. And while this is taking place as well, on the other side, of course, where my colleague Lopang Alamo is, you would also know that there's a seizure operation that is taking place there, and a number of vehicles, I do understand, are being seized from that particular area. Now, we do understand that that is related to the house of Maumela, Hungwani Maumela, and this being the fact that, he is fingered as one of the syndicate members at the Tembisa hospital. And many operations seem to be taking place all at once at this particular stage. What are the links related to all of this? We certainly cannot tell you at this stage. The police, I won't say are remaining mum on what is taking place, but all that they are saying at this particular time is that no arrests, as far as they're concerned, have been made at this particular time, and certainly not General Shadrack Sibiya, but we'll get more details once perhaps his lawyers do come out from here at a later stage. Perhaps they'll be able to tell us or give us, tighter details about what is currently taking place here today.
To bring us or keep us abreast of all developments where you are. It's most certainly not business as usual in South Africa today. SABC News senior reporter Griselda Lewis there stationed or staking out at the home of General Shadrack Sibiya. And this is, of course, following reports of an imminent arrest. Of course, SAPS Brigadier Lenda Mate having poured cold water on those reports, saying they're not aware of any imminent arrest of any individual, and most certainly not General Sibiya. But of course, Griselda has confirmed at the very least that he is inside his premises and consulting with his lawyers. So any moment when he comes out or his lawyers come out, they will most certainly speak to the SABC.